I heard that.
I started in middle school when I first came out. I was in 6th grade when I read.
Oh, okay. Ron, why is everybody treating me like I'm famous or something?
Harry, you are. You're Harry freaking Potter. Don't understand your legend and to the song. Every son and daughter sing from you know who, all because of you, you were small. But I wonder if you can recall. Long story short, this guy, Voldemort, was super cool. He tried to kill you and your parents, and this is where it gets intensely cool. Even though you were a tiny little boy, you should have died, but you survived and then destroyed this evil guy, and it's a story we enjoy to tell. You're Harry freaking Potter. We don't prefer Gandalf, Merlin, or Oscar. A whole lot hotter with that lightning scar. You're a superstar to us all. If we're in trouble, we know who to call.
Did somebody say Harry Potter? For you to hear from live from the Daily Prophet, reporting to you from the platform 93 course, where I just happened upon the original whiz kid himself, Harry Potter, the lad who lived. Unless me you're on the level HP, where you been for 10 years. I'm frightened for your life.
Why would I be fighting for my life?
Well, aren't you cocksure? Know this, Davies HP. The 11-year-old Titan shows no fear, even in the face of a murderous dog like Sirius Black.
Who's Sirius Black?
Who is Sirius Black? You don't know? He used to be your dad's best friend until he got killed. Yep, turns out he was a real Death Eater. Killed 13 ducks and armed people before they caught him. He hates your guts. He wants you dead, but that's no skin off your back. You're Harry freaking Potter. I wouldn't wince at all. You're invincible from harm. Like Betty Crocker. Oh, I wanna eat you up. No one will beat you up with that charm. Remember, Harry, kid, you're the boss. You're the king. You're the bomb. Keep your nose clean, kid. Don't take any wooden sickles, eh?
Ron, what's going on? It's all so unreal.
No it's not. You're Harry Potter. You're the coolest gosh darn kid in the entire world. Everything's awesome for you, so you better get used to it.
But this is all so sad. My mom and dad lived long ago.
Long ago they died.
I wanna be psyched, but being unliked is all I know.
All he knows is that's what.
I never thought I'd be a part of such a fate. An opportunity 11 years late. I guess it's time for me to step up to the plate. Show 'em that I'm something great. I'm Harry freaking Potter. I'll do what I can if what you say I am is true. I can't be bothered by my awful past. I found at last something I can do. So this time I knew exactly who I am. I'm Harry freaking Potter.
You're Harry freaking Potter. You're Harry freaking Potter.
I'm the man.
Harry freaking Potter.
As you can tell from our song, good versus evil is the main point throughout the series that J.K. Rowling, the author, wrote. As we all know, Harry's a good guy and Voldemort's the bad guy. And as we keep reading through the books, we learn more about Harry's past and we learn about Voldemort's past, and they have a lot of things in common. Both of them, when they were babies, their parents were killed by somebody else. And they were sent off to go live with people who hated their guts. And another thing is that Harry and Voldemort are half-bloods, which means that their mom is a witch, and their dad is a muggle, which in the wizarding world means that they're a mortal human. And when they get sent off to Hogwarts, Voldemort gets put in the Slytherin house, and Harry goes into the Gryffindor house. And another difference that they have is that Harry chose to not let evil overcome him. Like he wasn't going to let it rule his life like Voldemort did. Voldemort took and embraced evil.
Okay, the sorting hat sorts students according to their most potent traits. So whenever you're considered a first year at Hogwarts, you go in and you wait in line and you get called up and you sit down and the hat gets put on your head and it chooses which house you're going to go into. And there's 4 different houses and each of them has a couple main traits that define them. In Sorcerer's Stone, Ron Weasley says to Harry that there isn't a witch or wizard that hasn't gone bad that wasn't in Slytherin, and Voldemort was in Slytherin. And basically, Slytherin's house enemy is Gryffindor. Slytherin is represented by a serpent. In the Bible, the serpent represents the devil, and that's pure evil. And Gryffindor is represented by a lion, and lions are noble and brave. Like in the Chronicles of Narnia, Aslan, he's the godlike figure. He's a talking lion. So. And each house has their own special colors, like Gryffindor is red and Slytherin is green. And Liliana's going to tell you more about colors.
So Voldemort was placed in Slytherin, and like the house color is green, and Harry was placed into Gryffindor, and like Serena said, they're represented by a lion. But also, in a good versus evil, the typical thing we think about is black and white, like the yin and yang, good versus bad. All throughout the series, Voldemort is evil, dark. You always see him wearing his black clothes and robes. So he's the black part of the, I guess, the yin and yang thing. And then, I don't know if any of you know this, but Albus Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts, which is the wizarding school where they both went to, his name is derived from the Latin word meaning white. So there you have the typical black and white. Another thing that connects Harry and Voldemort is Harry Potter's eyes in the series. Like his eyes are green, and every time he cast a spell on Voldemort, his wand would cast a spell as red. And on the other hand, Voldemort's wand would cast it green, but his eyes are red. So it's connecting the good versus evil, and it leads into the story. J.K. Rowling, she does a lot of foreshadowing in her books, and the colors only help her to expand in this foreshadowing. J.K. Rowling was able to do this because when she was writing her first book, she wrote the last chapter of the last book before she even finished the first book. So this gave her the access to put everything together, knowingly know how it was going to go step by step, and be able to put these little hints for the readers to depict and understand the foreshadowing. Like an example would be in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is the third book in the series, she puts in the Marauders map, which displays the 4 Marauders in order. And if you read it, the way that they die is the opposite order in which she wrote it in. So this helps foreshadow their deaths.
Dumbledore once told Harry, "You think the dead we loved ever truly leave us?" This is him foreshadowing basically the entire series as a